Hindi siya condo is the best or bahay is the best. Bawat tao, iba-iba ng needs.
Our guest for today makes real estate more relatable. Known as She's That Broker, let's welcome Maiko.
Set your goals. Gusto mo magkabahay. Alam mo na may mga kasamang expenses yan. You will have to lose that mentality of impulse buying. You don't need to have all the money right now. But if you have the right discipline, the right mindset, you will make it work.
Sobrang importante yung planning, no?
Yes,
Oo.
but the planning should be
Oo.
there.
Huwag na nating idamay si Batman.
Usapang praktikal at madiskarteng galawan. Ito ang Para-Paraan with Salmin. Hosted by Jorik, our resident raketero, at MK ng FH Moms. Hindi natin iiwasan ang usapang finance at hahanapan natin yan ng mga para-paraan.
Usapang pera ba? Hindi natin tatakbuhan yan. Ako si Jorik, your resident rakitero.
At ako naman si MK of FH Moms, where moms work smart, and we welcome you to
Para-Paraan with Salmon.
Dito ang pera hindi lang basta-basta tinatago, kundi pinapalago.
From tried and tested money moves to practical financial choices, tara at pag-usapan natin ang para-paraan na yan. Gusto ko malaman, when we talk about investments, bakit kaya most people immediately think about investing in real estate? Ikaw, anong masasay mo doon?
Well, I think yun, for me parang yun yung isa sa mga pinaka goal ng karamihan sa mga kagaya namin na, alam mo, family, new couple, ganyan. Parang yun agad na mag-goal na humiwalay.
Oo.
Kasi kami, when we started, as husband and wife, talagang nagre-rent kami doon sa apartment ng mother-in-law ko. Doon nakahiwalay naman ng kwarto, pero ganun pa din nasa isang lugar pa din.
Saka
So,
siguro
yun naman.
iba talaga yung pakiramdam na meron kang sariling sayo.
Oo,
'Di ba?
oo,
Na talagang pinagkagastusan mo, lalo na kung
True.
first investment mo, yan ang sarap sa feeling, 'di ba?
Tsaka mas compared to, pag sarili mo na, syempre, hindi mo nababayaran yung rental
Yes,
fee
oo.
na every month, diba? So, yun. Kaya parang halos lahat ng mga kakilala ko na nag-start sa family life nila, yun talaga yung gino-goal. Makabukod, makakuha ng first na house nila, na investment, gano'n. Our guest for today makes real estate more relatable at tinutulungan niya rin ang mga Pinoy na makita ang home ownership bilang achievable goal. Known as She's That Broker, let's welcome Maiko. Hi, Maiko!
Hi! Hello! Tingin ako sa inyo, tingin sa kanila.
Here.
Okay, there. Hi! Hello!
Ayan.
It's so nice to hear what you guys were talking about. So, I'm so happy. I was just like agreeing. I'm like, sana hindi ako naririnig because I was just like, yeah, tama. Actually, that's the reason why.
Ayan, sobrang excited ako sa magiging usapan namin ngayon. Kasi Maiko, bago ka namin, of course, nakasama ngayon, dun sa mga previous guests namin, lagi napapag-usapan yung investment.
Oo.
Lalo na yung pagbili ng bahay, ng
Pagsasave.
condo. Ako kasi
Oo.
kakabili ko lang ng condo, so marami akong questions sa'yo mamaya. Ayan, so kamusta ka muna ngayon? You look so fresh, by the
Thank
way.
you. Thank you so much. I try my
No.
best. I've been working on myself. Good. Today has been a really good day. I can tell you more about it later, pero it's a regular real estate broker day. But when the day is good, it's like tuloy-tuloy yan. And being in sales, it's so tough because you can never tell if you're gonna have a bad day or a good day. But today, it's been good.
Ayan, so gusto namin malaman, sino ba si She's That Broker? Paano ka nag-umpisa sa mundo ng content
Right.
creation?
Right.
Go.
So about 9 years ago, when I got into real estate, I've always been wanting to do content. Gusto ko na
okay.
talagang gumawa ng content. Hindi pa uso yung TikTok, Instagram, wala pang mga reels, YouTube pa lang nun. Gusto ko na talaga gumawa ng content. I have recordings on my phone from 2017, me recording myself I bought a really expensive camera.
Pero never published.
Never published. And you know why? It's like, but hindi perfect. So I've been wanting to do it. And then, nagkaroon ako ng, I don't know, light bulb moment. When I posted one video on TikTok, I didn't have followers. And then suddenly that TikTok video had not a lot of views. But for me back then, it was like 50K, 80K views.
That's big
madami
na.
Madami na, diba? And
Yeah.
then mga 15 young people messaged me. And they asked me advice for their career and education and career path. And I was like, wait a minute, there are quite a few number of young people who want to get into real estate, but they don't know how. Second, they think, sabi pa nung isa nag-message sa akin, sabi ng mama ko, pag nag-real estate daw ako, wala akong kakainin. So I'm like, ganito ang thinking ng mga tao about real
Tsaka yung
estate
sinasabi
as a
ng
career.
ibang tao sa kanila.
Exactly. And I'm like, whoa. So I said I had a goal in mind. I want to elevate the perception of real estate industry in the Philippines by showing people that this is an actual career. Na if you educate yourself well enough, you're not just creating a career for yourself, but you're helping Filipinos. Everywhere. So, hindi na sila makikipag-deal sa mga scammers, sa mga incompetent agents and brokers because we will all eventually level up. So, that was the goal.
Ganda no.
Yeah.
Eto ba yung first job mo? Or meron ka
Real
pa
estate?
naging job
I've done
before?
so many things.
Ano yan?
After college, I was basically bumming around. I left. I went to the UK. I thought I would have like a great job there. I did hospitality. I did marketing. I was a fitness instructor. I was hosting. I was on TV. I was doing
Raketera din pala
commercials.
to.
I was doing so many things, but none of those made me happy. I was like, what am I doing with my life? It's like racket dito, racket dyan. 6 months working for this company and then I'll move to another company. Like so many things, but I couldn't figure it out. So yeah, basically I've done all those. That's my past.
So,
Yeah.
ano naman yung nakapagpa-yes sa'yo para ito na yung gawin mo
Napasukin
talaga na
yung real
pasukin,
estate.
mas
Real estate.
matagal, at talagang
Right.
until now ginagawa mo siya?
Okay, so I came back to the country. This was 2017 and I wanted to live in BGC. So humanap ako ng broker or
Ilang
agent.
taong ka nito?
I was 25.
Okay.
I was 25. I wanted to live in BGC. Nakahanap ako ng agent. Yung
Mm.
agent, on the day, binigyan ako ng kontrata. Sabi ko, wow, ready na agad yung kontrata. Pagtingin ko sa kontrata, deep Tagalog.
Oh.
Sabi ko, wow, ito ba talaga? Is this normal? Tapos, yung kontrata, syempre, walang pangalan ko. Kasi kakatingin ko lang ng unit, oh ma'am, sign ka na ng contract. Wow, ganito ba? Is this the correct way? Parang hindi. Pero parang ako naman, well, I
Parang
guess I want to
sketchy.
get it. I don't know what's right and wrong. You're the professional. I trust you, right? And then sabi ko, saan yung pangalan ko dyan sa contract? Ma'am, fill in the blanks, lalagay mo yung pangalan mo. Wow, parang exam. So I was like, okay, as I was doing it, like after, sabi ko, wow, there's no standard. And that's when I realized that I wanted to get into this industry. If majority of the people running this industry are as incompetent as those people, sabi ko, I want to level it up. I want to make this an actual career na people are professionals and people are following a certain standard. Standard. Yun. So that's how I got into it.
Question ko, paano ba maging isang broker? Meron bang course na tinitig
Yes.
dyan? May license ba kayo
Yes.
kailangan?
Yes.
Gano'ng
So,
katagal?
Gano'ng
yung
katagal?
pag-aaral?
It's a 4-year degree, a 4-year course. But
Okay.
if graduate ka ng business course, 2 years lang.
Oh.
Unfortunately for me, I took Orgcom, it's communications. So, hindi siya business degree. So, mine was fast track, parang 3 years in total. I had to go back to school. It's another bachelor's degree. And then you have to pass that. And then after that, you have to take the board exam.
So, ganun ka talaga ka-passionate? Kasi imagine,
Oh, yeah.
ang dami mo ng trabahong napagdaanan. And
Yeah.
then, nung nakita mo tong industry na to,
Yes.
bumalik ka sa pag-aaral just to be, of course,
Exactly.
a broker.
Definitely. Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Kasi kahit na ang dami mo ng niraket,
Oo.
and then kung meron kang gusto talagang i-pursue, pwede mong aralin, no, and eventually pasukin.
Yes. I completely agree. It's never too late. And buong 20s ko, it's like, why can't I do this? I was doing hosting and I'm like, but a lot of people were saying, oh, but that's already a good job. I'm like, no, I don't feel complete. You'll feel it diba? If something is not right for you, you want to do something. And then once you do that thing, there's something that switches. Parang fire.
So yan, pag-usapan naman natin yan kasi kami nga ni Joric, no? As for me, nung pandemic kami nakakuha ng sarili naming bahay.
Right.
And it was our first investment, no? Yung real estate din talaga. And that's the goal. Especially that nakakaramdam na kami sa bahay ng, alam mo yun, ng stress because it's pandemic. So, yun. Si Joric naman, as mentioned nga.
Ako rin, during the pandemic, dun ako nakabili ng...
rin ba? Pandemic time.
Ay,
din.
ito naman yung house and lot sa Bulacan. Na hanggang ngayon ay walang tumitira dahil ang layo daw, sabi ng parents ko. Pero at least, diba, meron kami naka-ready.
Long-term investment.
Oo, meron kami
Okay,
house and lot.
okay.
Etong condominium, nakuha ko lang siya this year. Pero eto kasi, hindi ko alam kung tama yung mindset ko that time na parang laging tinatanong ng mga tao, diba? Ba't ka nagre-rent, ba't di ka nalang bumili ng condo?
Mm-mm.
Naakala nila ganun kabilis. Ako kasi, ang mindset ko noong time na yun, bukod sa hindi pa ako ready financially,
Mm-mm.
gusto kong pakiramdaman yung place
Mhm.
kung, okay ako dito, masaya yung pakiramdam ko. Kasi may mga ganun tayo, di ba? Ang nangyari kasi sa akin, for like 5 or 6 years, palipat-lipat ko ng condo
Mhm.
every 1 or 2 years.
Iba-ibang cities yan.
Actually, lang dahil lang work ko nga sa ABS-CBN GMA.
Oo.
So, hindi ako lumayo sa Timog Morato, dun sa area.
Ah,
Medyo
okay,
prime
so-
din naman yung location. So, okay din. Kasi nandun lahat. And malapit din sa bahay ng parents ko. So, eto na, dumating 2025 and I have decided na, okay ako sa place na to. Bibili ako ng condo unit dito. So, ngayon, luckily, nakabili na ako ng condo unit na ngayon na inaantay ko na lang ma-turn over sa akin. Tapos parang dami nagtanong, bakit it took you 5 or 6 years bago bumili ng condominium? Dapat umpisa pa lang yung mga binabayad
Oo.
mong renta.
Mhm.
Pinambili mo na ng
Oo,
unit, sa'yo na
pinang-invest
yung
na and
unit.
all.
What can you say
Correct.
about that?
Kanya-kanya tayo ng priorities eh.
Mm-mm.
6 years ago, you were a
Mm.
completely different person.
Mm.
You had different, priorities, different strategies.
Mm.
Kumbaga, like kung saan mo ilalagay pera mo. And syempre, iba yung usapan kung pinamanahan ka ng, let's
Oo
say,
naman.
100 million, 200 million. Madali mag-decide eh.
Oo.
But if you're working your ass off,
Mhm.
you have to really be very strategic
Mm.
with what you do with your finances.
Mhm.
Mm.
So with you, it's a valid strategy that you've
Mhm.
done, and that's something that we all do. Ako din, I didn't come from money, or at least we lost a lot of money eventually. So at the beginning, I was entitled. I thought I was gonna get a lot of money from my parents, and then we lost it all, and I'm like, shit, I'm screwed.
Mhm.
So now I had to strategize on my own, and similar to you,
Mm.
until now, actually, I'm also still
Mhm.
renting.
Mm.
And the reason for that is because hindi maling mag-rent, ha? Don't get me wrong. A lot of people, they always think na pag nagre-rent ka, sayang pera mo.
Oo eh.
Kasi kesa napupunta na sana dun sa pang
Yeah.
down payment. But let me ask you this. If you bought back then, would you be able to afford to buy something kung saan ka nagre-rent? Possibly not.
Mm.
Because that's me right now. I'm staying in a very expensive village. And if I buy that, do I have that money? I would need at least 100 million to buy a house where I live. But if I'm renting, I can afford it.
Mm.
So for me, weighing the pros and cons, right now, I live where I live and I rent there because of the community. The school of my kid is there. My business is there. And I'm making enough anyway. So my take on this is that yung money na meron ka na hindi mo nagagamitin pang down payment, pwede mo na yan slowly i-allocate sa ibang bagay. Kunwari yung
Right.
investment sa Bulacan.
Mm.
Because it's slightly cheaper there. So wala kang
Yeah.
condo
Yes,
dito, but you already have a property that you're investing in somewhere far, kahit far, but the long-term gain naman of
Yes,
that
Yung
will come
value din na,
much
no?
later.
Mm.
So your strategy is, it's fine. A lot of people will say na, oh no, you shouldn't. But at the end of the day, it's what works for you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Saka, in reality, di ba, mas madaling magrenta kaysa bumili ka agad ng
Correct.
property, di ba?
Correct.
And syempre, lalo na kung baby steps, di ba?
Exactly.
First job mo, kakaalis mo na ng bahay nyo, dun ka sa mas less hassle, di ba?
Yes.
Saka, at least, kung nagre-rent ka man, andun ako sa point na parang pinapakiramdaman ko yung place. Kung dito na ba ako long term, gusto ko magstay. Kung di pwede ako lumipat anytime. Di ba?
Exactly.
Kasi nagre-rent ka, di ba?
Exactly.
Mm.
Hindi ka nakatali eh.
Yes.
Wala kang commitment.
Yes,
Wala
oo.
kang, di ba, kung ilo-loan mo, kung ngayon, you have your own property, if you got a bank loan for that, 10, 15 years, nakakommit ka na dyan. Tapos ngayon, di mo pala gusto yung kapitbahay mo. Wala na, kapitbahay mo yan
actually,
forever.
Maraming consideration,
Ay,
di ba?
Exactly.
Oo nga.
Maingay pala yung road.
Oo.
Yes, yes.
Siyempre, lalo na sa
Exactly.
umpisa, di ba, pag may mga nag-aalok sa'yo ng mga properties, lahat ng magagandang salita sasabihin sa'yo niyan.
True.
Di ba? Unless tumira ka, dun mo malalaman lahat.
Exactly.
Diba? So,
Exactly.
even ngayon sa mga friends ko, may dami nagtatanong sa akin kasi nga, syempre, pinagmalaki ko na nakabili na ako ng condominium. Parang, lagi nagtatanong, ano bang mas okay? Bumili na ba kagad or mag-rent muna ako? Lagi ko talagang sinasabi sa kanila, mas better na check mo muna yung place, mag-rent ka. But if you're able to buy the place na, kung may pera ka naman, enough money, go ahead. Pero ko ay advice, i-check mo muna yung place, pakiramdaman mo, kasi dyan ka titira ng matagal na panahon once na
True.
bilhin mo yan. Diba?
I agree. Sa mga clients ko, normally, that I talk to, and if hindi sila makadecide,
Mm.
yun sasabihin ko, mag-rent ka muna. If hindi ka pa talaga sure, especially I specialize in BGC, and a lot of them hindi pa nakatira talaga in BGC. Sabi ko, experience it first if this is the lifestyle for you. And if it is, then that's the moment you can tell yourself na, sige, this is where I want to live in the next few years or so. But yeah, I like what you did na you tried different areas first before you decided na that's where I want to live.
At least na-validate
Oo.
yung
Yes.
decision making ko ng ilang taon, di ba?
Kasi sabi ng iba na
okay.
mali and
Oo.
Minsan kasi,
Lalo na pag matatanda, parents mo,
Yeah.
di ba yung mga...
ang daming
Ano ba yan?
side comments.
Correct. At saka minsan iisipin mo, sayang yung 6 years na pinang-rent ko, sana naibayad ko na ngayon dito. Eh di sana,
True.
ganito na lang yung natira.
Oo.
No. Never look at what happened before. Only focus on the now. Kasi walang sayang sa lahat ng ginawa mo.
Exactly,
Lahat ng ginagawa natin in life, everything leads us to
May intindihan mo rin yung mga nagsa-side comment eh. Kasi
Yeah.
ang dami mo rin talagang mababalitaan. Ngayon, makikita sa social media na yun nga, yung binili na lang bahay o kaya nagka-problema sila sa contractor. Sobrang daming horror stories, di ba? When it comes to owning a house.
Correct.
No? And
Correct.
in my case, no, for example, nag-check kami, di ba? And then, nakita namin yung community, maganda naman. Tapos nang nandun na kami, yung amenities namin, ilang years na di pa nagagawa. Something na hindi mo basta-basta ma-check,
Yeah.
'di ba? Unless nandun ka na.
Correct.
So medyo mahirap. So kami ngayon ang peg naman namin. So nag-acquire naman kami ng farm. So parang plano naman namin sana na i-flip lang 'yon. So real estate investment. Pero eventually parang na-in love din kami sa place. So nilagyan namin ng konting kubo ganyan and all that pag-uwi. Pero sinabi ko na wait lang, dito na ba talaga natin gusto magstay? So na-stuck na naman kami. Ano ba i-flip
Yeah.
na ba natin 'to? Magstay ba or ang gulo?
Yeah.
Is
I mean,
that normal?
that's completely normal. That's completely normal. And for me, my advice is to make it very easy for you. Trust the flow. If you bought the property, let's say 10 million, and somebody made an offer na you can't resist, like suddenly double, diba? That's a kind of a sign na, actually this is good. Tapos you also have to know, saan mo next ilalagay yung pera mo? Kasi kung wala ka namang paglalagyan, that will still grow in value eh. So kung hindi pa naman talaga desperate, hindi rin naman kailangan. But for me, follow where the flow is. Pag may offer, but wag ipilit. Yung iba kasi ipipilit nila, tapos pag nabenta na, sayang.
Oo.
Kasi
Kaya kung
pinilit mo
saan na napunta.
Oo, wala naman talagang pupuntahan yung money mo, wala kang strategy. So ngayon, yung pera, pinagbentahan, nagastos lang lahat. Diba? So, unless may strategy ka, may game plan ka, may gagawin ka na naman business, don't move your money, don't move your assets. Basta-basta.
Minsan, nakaka-overwhelm talagang magtabi ng pera. Pero, mas panatag ang loob kapag safe, secured, at may interest. Sa Salmon Time Deposit, mas kampante ka na. Terms and conditions apply. Salmon Time Deposit is a product of Salmon Bank, Rural Bank Incorporated, a bank regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Deposits are only accepted within bank premises or through authorized bank channels. Deposits are insured by PDIC up to 1 million pesos per depositor.
Ayan, ito naman, syempre, hindi naman natin may iwasan talaga at hindi natin mababago yung mindset ng ilan sa mga tao na talagang hindi, mas gusto namin bumili ng bahay ng property kaysa mag-rent. For example, dun sa mga bagong nag-umpisa ng pamilya, di ba, na parang, okay, lilipat na tayo, kailangan natin ng sariling bahay. Lalo na kung wala pa naman budget, anong sa tingin mo ang dapat nilang gawin? Mas okay ba na mag-ipon na lang or may mga ibang option tulad ng utang? Di ba?
Yeah.
Ano bang pwedeng gawin? What can you advise?
Well, actually, maraming iba-ibang klaseng financing. Pero maraming mga tao na takot din, natatakot sa interest, natatakot sa process, ayaw ng hassle. But if your goal talaga is to have a house, and it has been in the pipeline for many, many years, my question is, what's stopping you? Just go for it. If the only reason that's stopping you is yung interest or yung process, then just educate yourself on it. Because the thing is, okay, yung may interest nga yan. Pero magkano naman yung value ng property mo in 15 years? Bawi mo na yan. You know, and if you really want to have a house, it's not a problem. So if home ownership is really your goal, I suggest you check na magkano na ilang years ka na nag-contribute sa Pag-ibig. Kamusta yung job mo? Is it stable? Because if it's stable, I also recommend to my clients to do bank financing. Bank financing, it's easier because there are so many different banks that you can speak to. Iba-ibang rates yan. So, kunwari ngayon, alam ko a lot of the banks, they're offering really good rates for home loan because the market is down. So, you have these options. If you have a stable job, you're employed, you have pay slips, you have COE, madali for you to get bank financing. But if you're self-employed, I guess like us, bank financing can be a little bit tricky. Kasi hindi stable yung income. Iba-iba parang every month is different. So I've experienced it myself na medyo nahirapan ako sa bank financing. So now I'm working naman on my Pag-ibig. Pag-ibig naman kasi kailangan basta maka 2 years ka, pwede ka na mag-start mag-apply. But with Pag-ibig lang may max amount. So up to 6.57 million. So there are many options. And if nasa lower bracket naman yung salary mo, meron din mga low-cost housing, socialized housing, and then there's so many.
Parang
so many
yung nangyari
options.
sa amin na initially we wanted to do bank financing na.
Right.
Tapos eventually, sinabi nila na hindi pwede. So, nirush ko talaga ang dami ko talagang ginawang racket that time. Nagkanda puyat-puyat ako. Makash ko lang siya kasi andun na kami. So sabi ko, oh my God.
See? And
So,
then
nakakaloka talaga.
there are people like you na talagang they would save every penny to
Grabe
buy
talaga.
the house.
Oo. Ganyan
That's
nangyari
amazing.
sa
Kasi
akin.
freelancer
Oo,
So,
wow.
during that time, medyo mabigat talaga tsaka mahirap
Exactly.
yung mga documentations na
Right,
kailangang i-submit. So, ngayon, mas easier na lang. Pero during that time kasi, we really wanted to move kasi kailangan because of the pandemic.
Ganyan nangyari sa akin sa Bulacan kasi 'di ba pandemic ko nga siya natapos and during that time nagsara kasi ABS-CBN. So damay kami. Tapos nung time
Kami
niya syempre
din.
nung bumibili ka ng property, pasok ka sa bank financing,
Oo.
sa Pag-ibig kasi employed ako nung time na 'yon.
Yeah, I
Nung
know.
natapos ko na yung parang for 12 months something na kailangan ko na nalaman ko
Hindi
na
kaya niloko tayo sa part
Oo.
na yun.
Tapos parang, hindi, buti na nga lang. Luckily, nung time na yun, may mga projects pa pumapasok
Oo.
kung natapos siya. Imaginein mo kung wala kang nakasave na money, tapos biglang hindi na pala pwedeng pasok sa bank financing or sa Pag-ibig, parang wala yung
Oo.
binayaran mo na initial dun sa property na
Yeah.
yun. So luckily, at least natapos natin.
Oo,
Yeah.
pero iniisip ko kung sino yung nanloko sa akin doon. Yung developer ba? Yung agent ba? Yung bank? Loka talaga ako. Pero
Pass
at
is pass.
least. Oo, pass is pass. Move on.
Ay,
But true. I agree. Ayun. So, mas mahirap siya dun sa mga freelancers. And na-realize ko din yun because it's the same with me. I have my own business and kapag hindi regular income, and ito yung marami sa mga followers ko, they message me this na paano sila magkakabahay kasi wala silang Pag-ibig, wala silang
Oo.
ganyan, yung mga ganyan. So, really, the option is you have to work on it. The contributions, 2 years lang naman eh. Gawin nyo na lang. Gawin nyo na lang. Para kung hindi man aabot, kasi sasabihin nila na, turuan nyo na lang kami mag-business para makapag-ipon na lang kami para maka-afford ng house. Well, what I will teach you is, first of all, do your contributions. Minimal lang naman yung Pag-ibig, di ba? And then on top of that, also, work on your savings, on your finances. Para pagsabayin nyo na. Para if hindi man umabot yan, kasi hindi mo masasabi. Like, look at us. We have 2 kids each. Parang yung gastos, di ba? Every year, parang
Dumadagdag.
dumadami. So, kahit yung akala mong savings mo now, baka magamit mo, magagalaw mo rin yun eventually. Di ba, mga
Sobrang daming pwedeng mangyari.
Ang daming pwedeng mangyari. So, I would suggest is to really plan it well by having multiple options.
Meron bang timeline, Maiko,
Oo.
pagdating sa pagkuha ng mga properties,
Yeah.
ng bahay, ng condo,
Yeah.
for the first timer, or sabihin natin yung talagang matagal na, ano yung pinaka-ideal na practical timeline para kumuha ng isang property? Meron ba time?
Well, wala talagang timeline. It's all up to you. And iba-iba tayo ng, iba-iba tayo
Diskarte
ng
din,
diskarte,
situation.
phases in life. Minsan, akala ko, nung pandemic, akala ko like you, hindi na ako kikita. I was also, same like you, yung company namin was tied with ABS. Nung nag-close ABS, damay din kami. So I was like, okay, akala ko, wala na akong income. Then, biglang may isang huge chunk of commission na pumasok. I'm like, whoa.
Buhay ulit.
So, diba, parang with no plan at all, I was able to buy something. But siguro, ideally, give yourself yung sinasabi nga nila, diba, meron ka dapat na 5-year plan and 10-year plan. This is just me saying na at least give yourself 5 years to sort it out.
Right.
Para maayos mo yung life mo.
Kasi you mentioned yung sa 2-year na
pag-ibig. Oo, kung mag-start ka pa lang. Kung kunwari, kung napapanood nila to, tas ngayon pa lang sila magkakaroon ng idea na, wait lang, I want to have my own home. Then from today, from 0, give yourself 5 years.
Tsaka
Go easy on yourself.
Iba talaga imagine mo kung nagtatry ka mag-plan ng single ka, tapos next month nagka-jowa ka, tapos, di ba?
Yun
Di kayong dalawa na yung magpa-plan eventually.
Exactly.
Ang daming pwedeng mangyari.
Exactly. I know someone, ang dami niyang savings.
Oo.
Biglang yung girlfriend niya, yung nililigawan niya, high maintenance daw. Yung savings niya, halos nauubusin ko sa girlfriend.
Ay, iba
So,
rin.
diba, parang ako, akala mo may savings ka na, gusto niya dapat, parang a few months ago, sabi niya, magi-invest na daw siya sa condo. Biglang,
Nawala.
Wala na. Kasi iba na yung priorities.
Sila pa ba? Charot.
Sila na.
Okay. That's good,
So,
that's good.
I guess yun yung priority niya.
Ayan, ito.
Oo.
Gusto ko malaman, Maiko, ito yung take mo personally and as a broker. Ano bang mas ideal na kunin na investment? Condo o bahay?
Again, walang tama, walang mali. It depends on what you need. Like you, bakit pinili mo condo? Kasi mas convenient. Mas malapit sa work.
Yes.
Bakit pinili mo bahay?
Bahay,
Because you have
family.
kids, you have family, you need a space. Kaya mo mag-sacrifice sa lahat ng bagay, isa-sacrifice mo yung maliit na bagay sa face ng buhay mo. Kunwari, maliit na bagay sa'yo mag-commute. Kasi ang win mo naman is that your family is happy.
Fresh air.
Diba? The fresh air for your kids. Mas mura yung bilihin.
Pero
Ganyan.
the commute nga, medyo,
The commute.
diba?
But it's a small sacrifice. If you see the bigger picture,
Right.
kumbaga,
right.
it works on what is best for you in the moment. Yeah,
True
so
naman.
walang tama, walang mali. For me right now, in my stage of my life, of course, mas okay magkabahay. Because the price of the property grows over time. And I see myself living in the Philippines for a long time. But I have clients na
They prefer
they just want to
condo.
have a house, but they actually live in Canada or in the US. I'm like, so you never see yourself living in the Philippines? May ganyan. No. Then, if you
Why get a
you will
property?
never see yourself in the Philippines, and if you just want a halfway home para pag magbabakasyon ka, meron kang
Dapat condo
matutulugan, condo na lang. So, hindi siya condo is the best or bahay is the best. Bawat tao, iba-iba ng needs. So, kailangan malaman mo kung ano talaga yung pangangailangan mo. And then, you will figure it out.
Ikaw
what's best
ba,
for you.
ano yung pinaka-idea mo why you invested sa condo? Because of work?
Yes, kasi nga, yung work ko, umiikot lang dun sa area na yon.
Okay,
And also, malapit sa bahay kung saan kami nakatira. So, every time na nasa condo ko, gusto ko umuwi, ang lapit lang.
Yeah.
But before condo, di ba, bahay kasi muna. Pero,
Mas cheaper ba compared to like an actual house?
Condo?
Yeah. Or
It
parang-
depends.
Depende.
Depende pa rin, diba?
Maintenance, mas mataas bahay. Condo, mas
Oo.
mahal association dues.
actually,
Oh, okay.
So parang may gastos pa rin talaga.
Correct.
So depende talaga sa needs nung bibili. Akin kasi, the reason why I bought that house sa Bulacan, kasi nung time na yon, yung ABS-CBN was planning to transfer sa Bulacan.
talaga? So parang
Kaya lang,
inunahan mo na.
lahat kaming mga employees, sinabihan naman talaga na doon magbe-build ng parang Universal Studio like ABS-CBN. Kaya lang nangyari yung pandemic and then yung franchise, diba? So, at least, hindi ba natuloy sa ABS, may bahay ako doon. So, right after ko matapos yun, nabayaran ko siya, sabi ko, kailangan ko naman, that's for my family. Nasabi ko, kailangan ko naman for myself. That's the time na parang nag-iisip na ako, okay, baka it's about time. Condo naman yung bilin ko. Tapos, ang dami nagtatanong sa akin na parang, bakit condo? Bakit, dapat, sasakyan muna yung kinuha mo?
Oo.
Ano naman sabi mo doon? Kasi ako ngayon, mayroon akong bahay, mayroon akong condo, pero wala akong sasakyan.
Right.
Ang
Because
dami
it's
nagdidikta.
convenient for you eh. Saan ka nakatira? Sa Manila. Kami, lipa. Siya, lipa. Ako, alabang.
Yes, oo.
Kung wala kaming sasakyan or screwed.
Oo,
Ay,
medyo
mag-grab
mahirap.
namin, 1,000.
True.
Alabang to dito, kung nag-grab ako ngayon, 1,000 pesos agad yan. So, it's okay because you're in a very convenient location.
Yes,
So, it's okay not to have a car.
Sobrang active pa rin ang lifestyle mo rin ngayon in terms of, yung work, hanging out with friends, no?
Talagang, namamaximize ko naman siya. Sobra kong na-enjoy. Kasi sabi ko nga nung parang mga 5 or 6 years from, siyempre, lagi mong sinasabi sa sarili mo, naku, kailan kaya magiging sa akin tong kondo? Kailan kaya ako magkakaroon ng sarili kong kondo? Pero syempre, ang laging bottom line yan, bakit may pera ka bang pambili?
Yeah.
Diba? So, nandun ako sa point na, okay, ito na yung matagal ko nang tinatanong sa sarili ko. Finally, nakuha ko na. And akala ko, dun matatapos yung gastos. Hindi ba pala? Tulad dun sinabi mo kanina, tumira ka man sa bahay o sa condominium sa bahay, maintenance, gastos ka. Sa condominium, naloka din naman ako sa mga extra fee, dues, and all. Nakakala ko after mong bayaran na tapos ka na, meron pa rin pala. So, wag nyo iisipin na hindi porket nakakuha ka na ng condo tapos ka na sa mga gastusin.
Agree.
Hindi. Kahit nabayaran mo yun ng full payment, meron kang babayaran monthly.
Exactly.
Kasama yun sa pagbili mo
Monthly
ng
yan.
kondo.
Kahit nandyan ka, kahit nasa bakasyon ka, kahit
Oo.
empty yan
Hindi
ng 6
siguro na-
months,
Yes.
ibabayaran ka
realize
dyan.
ng iba, no? Pero since we're
Exactly.
talking about those surprise na mga fees and all that when it comes to investing either sa condo or sa bahay, ano yung parang biggest na financial na lesson mo sa lahat, no? If they wanted to invest din talaga, especially in real estate. Kasi magkadikit talaga eh.
Alamin mo yung mga processes, the steps, legalities, all the fees that you need to pay for. Because ang mistake nating mga Pinoy, masyado tayong natali dun sa mentality na parang, I need to own a home. You're doing everything so that you can have a house without seeing the bigger picture.
Right.
Ano bang meron? Ano bang pros and cons? Kasi lahat ng bagay eh. Diba? Kahit yung as simple as buying a new ganyan, a new computer, a new car, ano ba yung pros and cons? So, ang pros and cons, alamin mo, ano yung mga fees. Like now, you're realizing it now.
Oo.
Association dues is no joke. It is
Yeah.
high. And every year, they
Tumataas.
increase.
Oo.
And not just that, your real
Wala
property
kang control,
tax.
no? Exactly.
And not just that, because before, when you were renting, it's the owner's responsibility to fix the unit. Ang sayo lang is yung mga minor. Yung kunwari masira yung doorknob. O diba? Afford mo yan eh. 200 pesos lang yan. But
Pero
as an
pag-
owner
oh my
now,
God.
sayo ang renovation.
Yes.
Ceiling nag-collapse.
Talaga ba?
That's 100,000.
Before ba, hindi ganun?
No, because
Okay.
that's all on the owners if you're renting. And now you live in a house. Alam mo yan, the maintenance.
Yeah.
Pag may nag-leak, tas plumber,
Ang
magkano,
mahal.
all the contractors that you have to pay for, mahal. So you have to know before you commit to anything, you have to mentally prepare yourself for those expenses. Nalalabas at lalabas yan. Alam mo yung may mga bumibili ng kotse tapos wala namang pang-maintain. Ano
Right,
nangyari sa
right.
sasakyan nila? They drive it without yung gulong, nakita mo, ang nipis na, yung ilaw, pundi na, may basag yung sasakyan, because they only focus on buying a car. I've seen a lot of those na may basag na salamin, it's the same with a house. Like, would you live, okay nga, nabili mo nga yung bahay, pero let's say mag-collapse yung ceiling. May money ka ba? Handa ka ba na ipaayos yun? Because you have to be ready
That's a
for
good
those
point.
Oo.
mga expenses.
So, syempre, again, para dun sa mga nakikinig sa atin, hindi lang sapat na full payment mo yung binili mong
True.
property. Hindi
Correct.
dyan natatapos ang gasusin. Believe us, kasi kami na-experience talaga namin yon. Pero, eto, personally, Mike, gusto ko malaman, nung kumuha ka ng properties or nag-try ka, may mga times pa na nag-fail ka, anong nangyari?
Regrets.
Like na
Oo,
ako yung bumili and regrets ko.
mismo.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hindi ko alam, nabore ako, pandemic yun eh. I got this property in Laguna. I made the reservation kasi yung endorser pa nila, basta sikat na artista. And I'm like, wow, parang maganda to ha. Tapos ang ganda ng location sa likod ng isang subdivision na high-end. I'm like, oh wow, ang ganda ng location. So, syempre nadala ako ng marketing.
Nagbayad
And
ka
then,
ng reservation.
Nagbayad na ako. Pagdating ko doon, yung mga nakita ko doon sa picture,
Hindi.
hindi kamukha.
Oh.
Di ba katabi nung isang high-end subdivision, but there's no way. Yung ikot mo parang isang oras bago ka pala
As
makapunta
in?
doon. So,
So, hindi mo na...
mukha lang siyang maganda, but it's not when you actually get there na you will see the reality. And yun, kaya yun na rin yung advice ko. Before you really commit to anything, puntahan mo, tignan mo, i-experience mo, kausapin mo yung mga kapitbahay, lahat.
Balikan mo ng paulit-ulit,
Yes,
no?
so-
Lalo na kung dun ka natitira talaga.
Exactly. And I've had so many of these. Like I also signed a contract for a condo in Alabang, and then buti hindi ko binili because I look at it now and I'm like, I'm so happy I didn't buy here.
May ganyan din kami
Yeah.
experience bago namin makuha yung may nireservan din kami.
Right.
And then sobrang funny kasi week after that, nagkaroon naman ng baha doon sa area na yun. So, mga ganon.
Trust,
Mga ganon.
trust your gut feeling.
Kaya sabi ko, ay hindi, sige, ituloy na natin. tong
Mahirap
salita.
yan kasi usually ang mga reservation fee non-refundable.
Tsaka malaki
Yeah,
din,
may
oh.
ganon,
Hindi naman
oo.
siya yung
May
mga
ganon, may
ano
ganon.
lang.
Nangyari sa akin yan na I remember before
Nakapag-ano ka rin?
before the pandemic, meron akong hanggang ngayon dinadaanan ko pa siya, tinatawanan ko talaga kasi yung building hindi talaga siya noumpisan, ate. Parang before the pandemic, sir, 2 years from now mati-turn over sa ang ganda, pangarap ko, loft type na condominium,
Oo.
blah blah blah. Ngayon pag dumadaan ako, talagang nginingitian ko talaga siya. Hindi ko siya binalikan kasi nung nag-down payment ako, I mean, nag-reservation ako, syempre, again, marketing.
Mhm.
Ang
Oo,
ang ganda ng video. Meron yung artista nag-endorse. Nung nag-post ako, na parang, finally, ganyan. Siguro mga 3 friends ko, sana nagtanong ka muna sa amin, blah, blah, blah. 3 years ago, nag-ano kami dyan. Until now, wala
Wala
pang
pa din.
pundasyon.
Oh.
Until now, 7 years
So,
from
yung
now,
mga
hindi
ganon,
pa rin siya
big scam ba yung
Yeah.
mga ganyan?
Hindi naman nila sinasadyang maging scam kasi yung mga ganyang developments. Ang nangyayari lang, hindi nabenta.
Oo.
Hindi na-meet yung expectations.
Yes, oo, may ganon.
So, hindi natutuloy.
Hindi mo rin sila masisisi kasi halimbawa yung mga broker na yun, trabaho kasi talaga nilang bumenta pero hindi naman sila yung developer, 'di ba? Nung
Yes.
nung company
Tama.
nung building na yun. So ako parang doon ko rin naisip na okay, hindi pala dapat talaga baka mas okay sa akin na kaysa magantay ako ng ilang years sa turnover, baka pwede yung kasi yung nakuha ko RFO na yun para at least nakikita ko na yung itsura sa loob, unlike yung talagang lupa pa lang na ito, papakita sa'yo, syempre yung building lahat sabihin sa'yo na ganito kaganda, papakita sa'yo na okay siya, pero hindi mo nakikita kasi hindi pa buo yung building. So that's what happened to me, yung first ever na condo na dapat ito try ko. Pero again, hindi ko na nabawi yung reservation. 25,000 din yun, ate.
Okay lang yan.
25,000, pero at least ngayon, happy ako sa nabili kong property kasi RFO
Correct.
siya, nakita ko naman kagad yung
Correct.
unit.
Nice.
Ang dami talagang kailangan i-consider, no?
Mm.
So,
Oh, yeah.
because of that, again, hindi maliit yung 25,000. Yung akin yata 80K.
Mm-mm.
So, hindi siya
Nabawi
maliit.
mo?
Hindi, no. Kasi
Diba?
nga, non-refundable yung peg
Oo,
niya.
usually.
Anyway, okay na yan. Part of the,
Learning. Part of the learning.
Yep.
Pero yun nga, how do we prepare in terms of our financial, no? Before, during, and then after getting a house or a condo?
Set your goals. When you set your goal kasi, kapag meron tayong direction, alam natin yung paano tayo gagalaw, paano tayo kikilos. Kunwari, alam mo na sa sarili mo, may pinag-iipunan ka, may pinag-iipunan kang bahay. So, bibili ka ba ng 150,000 peso brand new cellphone? Diba? Yun yung mga choices natin in life Kasi ito na yung direction mo, ito yung goal mo. May ganito kang money sa bangko, let's say may 500,000 ka, pero naglabas si iPhone ng iPhone 17 o 200,000, oh my gosh, I need it. Alam mo yung, i-justify mo, bibilhin mo ba yan? So, when you set a goal for yourself na long term gusto mo magkabahay, alam mo na, and because you're educating yourself, alam mo na may mga kasamang expenses yan. Yung mga actions mo, hindi ka na impulsive, hindi ka na rin naman bata. Kasi kung bibili ka ng bahay, hindi ka naman bata diba? So, you will have to lose that mentality of impulse buying. So, you have to then be smart with where you put your money. So, instead of doing this, no, I cannot do that kasi syempre, I need to save this in case something happens. Emergency fund. Ang emergency fund, hindi lang naman yan if magkasakit, if ganyan, but also for your house, for your car, yung mga maintenance na hindi mo aasahan. So, when you set a goal, yung before, during, and after will be covered because you're prepared.
Minsan sa hustle, kailangan ng puhunan. Kaya mapapaisip ka, worth it bang mag-invest sa sarili ko? Aba, syempre. Buti na lang, merong Salmon Credit Line. Available via loan online and powered by the Salmon app. Offered by Sunprime Finance Incorporated and regulated by the SEC. Salmon puts your needs first with flexible borrowing options. Loan online, powered by the Salmon app, serves as the online lending platform for Sunprime Finance Incorporated. SEC Reg Number CS2019-16698, CA Number 1241. Read the terms and conditions before availing of this loan product.
Naalala mo pa yung first ever na big client mo talaga na hindi mo makakalimutan na nakabenta ka ng property? And ano yung una mong ginawa ng time na yun?
Yung first na first, hindi naman necessarily the biggest, right?
Biggest, yeah.
Okay. First, that was so funny. My first ever sale, it was a condo worth 3.5 million pesos.
Mm.
3.5 million. I was so, I when I look at myself, then, parang, ay, ang cute mo. You know what I did lang? I got a commission of siguro around 200,000 nata yun. 200,000 pesos is big. But back then, I didn't have anything. Like, I was really zero. So, that 200,000 pesos, I invested that into making my real estate business better. So that money, I was able to have the confidence
To sell
quit,
more.
to quit my job and to commit to this career. And with that, with 200,000, I invested in my outfits. I invested in my little bit on social media. Like I did some ads. I invested on, I went out a little bit more. I mean, 200,000, alam mo, mabilis yan mauubos
Yes,
diba?
Yeah.
But I invested that in, okay, I want to meet this friend. Sige, I'll eat out with that friend. Kasi before that, oh my God, I couldn't go out to restaurants and eat. Because it was so expensive. One night in BGC or Makati is what? Easily 3K with drinks. Diba? So, hindi mo ma-justify But because I earned my first sale, I'm like, I'm gonna invest on myself. I'm gonna do something. So, that's what I remember.
Galing,
And I celebrated with my boyfriend, na husband ko na now. We celebrated in our small balcony. I bought a bottle of wine. Kasi syempre, hindi naman puro investment lang to make more money. Invest also in yourself, in your family, because you need to feel happy. In order for you to continue with the work that you do, you have to be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nung time na yon, kumbaga, hindi ka pa full-time noon. Parang
Hindi pa.
side
Try
jobs
lang.
na talaga.
Try
Oo.
lang.
Tapos naka-jackpot ko kagad. Pero
Yes.
parang ang laki ng 200,000 para sa side hustle, diba?
Yeah.
Gusto ko malaman, how do you know and entertain your clients? Diba, alam naman natin, hindi naman lahat bibili kagad. Yung iba rin window shopping.
Tama.
Paano mo sila ina-entertain? Paano mo nalalaman na, okay, ito sure buyer to. Ay, ito, magpapasama lang to, naghahanap na plan to. Paano?
Right.
Gusto mo,
I treat everyone like my friends.
Mm-hmm.
With your friends or your family, you don't expect anything from them, right? And if you treat people that way, na friends mo lang sila, you don't see what you're gonna gain from that. Hindi mo iisipin, anong mabibenta ko dito? Hindi ganun anong mapapala ko dito? If you don't think like that, and if you see everybody as your friends, magbubunga yan. Yung client ko kanina, so I woke up this morning, and may nakita akong post na house for sale. Naalala ko yung client ko. Nakilala ko na siya for years. Tinawagan ko. Within 30 minutes, we did a sale. Within 30 minutes. Just because I remembered him. And it's not like this guy, I've known him for such a long time, but never did I think na I would sell to this guy one day. Never. I just know na he asked me 2 months ago about a house. And it so happened that I found one. So, nakabenta ako sa kanya. Not because I saw him as my client. It's because I kept that relationship with him for years.
Galing.
Iba yung yung no expectations.
No
kumbaga.
expectations.
Kasi wala
as
naman
in-
yung pagiging broker, wala naman yung pinakaiba sa mga sales lady sa malls, diba?
Exactly.
Tayo, minsan as buyer, naramdaman kasi natin pag ginajudge ako nito, mukhang alam niyang hindi ako bibili, window shopping.
Yeah.
May mga ganun tayong pakiramdam,
True
diba?
naman.
And minsan, as a buyer, pag ganun kagad, kahit na gusto mong bumili, pag
Kaya
pinakitaan
pag hindi
ka
mo
na,
feel yung nagbebenta
oo,
sa'yo talaga.
diba? Lalabas kay kahit may gusto kang bilhin kasi
True.
parang pinaparamdam nito na parang hindi ko kayang bumili. May mga ganun
Hard
talagang
selling
mga,
diba?
Diba?
Hard
Oo.
selling. Nakakainis.
Saka yung
Nakakainis
experience mo rin nung una na parang sketchy naman tong tao na to with the process na she's doing, diba?
Yeah.
So parang, ako
Correct.
rin actually, yung nakuha namin yung bahay namin. And then, ang dami kasi ng mga kumuha lang, tapos hindi naman nila tinirahan. Mga
yan.
overseas, ganyan.
Yeah.
So, ang daming binebenta ng mga house units sa amin. Tapos, one time, shinare ko sa Facebook ko yung house for sale na yon. Tapos, meron akong friend na kumuha. So, nabigyan naman ako ng kaunting
Referral
commission.
fee. Yeah.
So, saya pala ng ganito.
See, and you didn't even try so hard.
yeah.
And this is what I also talked about this in my content na networking. I gave emphasis on networking because a lot of people think na networking is you go to these events to sell, to give your business cards.
Right.
No, networking, that means you do things that you love. Things that are comfortable for you. Like for me, I got into pickleball. And I didn't do that so that I can get clients. I did it because I loved it. But that's my form of networking. Because as a mom, you know how busy we get.
Yeah.
So hindi ka naman, wala ka ng time lumabas o
Basta
sa mga bars
may
para magbigay ng
opportunity
Yes.
no, to network and to grow
Correct.
your
to grow your network.
network.
To grow your network, but hindi kayong gusto mong makabenta pero nagkukulong ka sa bahay.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? That
Mm.
that doesn't make sense. So
Mm.
within the group that you have, you stick to that group and alagaan mo. Wag mong abusuhin the environment you're in.
Kanina, no, parang pinag-uusapan natin na kailangan mag-set ng goal, mag-plan, and all that. Though yung iba naman parang, alam mo yon, parang sige, kunin na natin to. Pero I wanted lang din to understand, no, if do you really have to be financially secure or stable before getting a house?
My advice is you don't need to have all the money right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have the right discipline, the right mindset, you will make it work. Kahit let's say, ang pera mo lang ngayon is enough for the down payment because
Yeah.
you're hardworking, you're disciplined, hindi ka impulsive, you will eventually be able to pay for your house. Basta with the right discipline, you're hardworking, like you guys. I know you're hardworking with your stories pa lang. I know that you guys will do whatever it takes to own your home, to keep the lifestyle that you have. And if you have that right mindset, anything is achievable.
Sobrang importante yung planning, no?
Yes,
Oo.
but the planning should be
Oo.
there.
Huwag na nating idamay si Batman sa mga decision-making natin.
Tama.
Pero,
Tigilan na
Hindi
natin
yan.
yung tao.
Pag-book ng flight nang wala pang budget.
Yes.
Pero kasi, pero di ba, normal sa atin yan, lalo na sa mga Pinoy,
Okay,
di ba?
okay.
Sige na, bumili ka na, ako bahala pagdating doon. Pero di ba, hindi natin alam kung anong mangyayari. So, importante talaga na, hindi mo naman papasukin ng isang bagay, isang mundo na hindi ka ready.
Hindi ka
Correct.
confident din
Diba?
na
Na wala kang
kakayanin mo.
armas, diba?
Tama.
Yun lang yun. Hindi na uso ngayon yung mga salitaan na bahala na kasi bahala na means kawawa ka pagdating
Oo,
ng ano.
malaki
diba?
na tayo para dyan, hindi na tayo bata.
So yun yung kailangan na pag-isipan mabuti, lalo na pagkukuha ka ng investment, hindi ka dapat ma-pressure. Pero syempre, mas okay yan kung sasamahan mo ng sipag at magandang mindset para at
Yes.
least mas makuha natin yung goal natin na kasi mas maaga, mas better. Diba?
Yeah,
I think nagkakaroon na rin ng kahit papaano shift when it comes to mindset. 'Di ba dati usong-uso na kukuha agad ng malaking bahay, tapos pag uwi nila or kung hindi man sila makauwi, hindi talaga nila matitirahan. And nakakatuwa lang. I think nakaka-proud din na ayan, very open na yung mga Filipinos nowadays na sa iba't ibang ideas. Unlike before na parang feeling ko lahat ng bahay magkakamuka, lahat ng bahay ganito ganyan.
Naalala ko dati, natutuwa ako ngayon kasi hindi ko na ganong naririnig yung salita na, bubuo kayo ng pamilya, anong plano nyo? Bahala na po ba sa nagmamahalan kami?
Oo.
Hindi kayo makapakain ng, di ba dati
Oo.
kasi lalo na sa matatanda,
Oo.
aminin nyo.
Tsaka
Ngayon,
titira muna kami dito kay
oo,
mama, kay papa.
kasi ang mahalaga magkakasama kaming pamilya. I
Oo.
know.
Yeah.
Bumukod kayo, bumuo kayo ng
Oo,
pamilya.
oo.
Ngayon, ang nakakatuwa kasi ngayon na parang pag tinatanong mo sa sila, kailan kayo bubuo ng pamilya? Hindi, mag-aano muna kami, mag-ready muna kami for the
Oo,
future. Yun yung
oo.
nakakatuwa. Ibig sabihin, nag-iiba yung mindset ng tao at kahit pa paano nakakapag-isip ng tama, hindi na natin inaasa na lang sa
Oo.
bahala na o dahil nagmamahalan tayo. At least nakikita na natin yung value ng pera, ng pagsisave ng
Pag-prepare.
pera, pag-prepare in the future na hindi na lang nag-work yung
Oo.
nagmamahalan tayo.
Oo.
Tigilan nyo kami, magugutom kayo, wala kayong titirahan.
And also, just to add to that, home ownership now is really becoming easier sa Philippines. Kasi dati, yung mga panahon ng mga magulang natin, paano sila bumili ng bahay? Cash, di ba? Malamang
Right,
cash
right,
yan.
right.
Oo.
Back then kasi, yung mga bangko,
Mhm.
hindi siya as, they don't put the word out there.
Mhm.
Ngayon, mas meron na silang materials na
accessible na.
nilalabas.
Mm.
Mas nalalaman na natin ano yung mga options
Oo,
natin.
Sila na yung lumalapit at
Sila na
nagbibenta.
yung lumalapit.
Dati kasi sila ang maghahanap.
Right? Kaya dati, hindi ka talaga makakabili
Mm-mm.
kung wala kang cash. Kaya ang mindset, yung mga magulang natin, ipon mo lahat ng pera mo para yan yung ipambayad mo.
Mm.
So,
Mhm.
takot sila sa bank loan, takot sila sa
Yes,
mga yung mga monthly amortization na yan.
Tsaka in all fairness, sobrang accessible na nga ng information. For example, if you will check discussions sa Reddit, meron na rin home buddies, communities na talagang magbibigay sa'yo ng idea, and then mga content creators like you na nagpo-post ng mga tips about home ownership. So, I think mas empowered din yung mga Filipinos nowadays na kakayanin ko to basta mag-prepare lang, may tamang mindset and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sobrang ganda nung topic natin.
Yes.
Malaking part ito ng Adulting 101
Oo,
yung pagkuha ng
definitely.
Ng mga
investment.
trentahin.
Oo, diba? Actually, hindi lang for mga 30s, 40s.
Oo.
Kahit dun sa mga bata, mabuti
definitely.
na as early as siguro mga 15, 16, 18, natututunan nyo na para
Oo.
preparation na kasi to
True.
diba? Saka, again nga, nagbabago na yung mindset ng mga tao ngayon, lalo na yung mga bata. So at least sana bago pumasok sa pagbuo ng pamilya or maggastos ng kung ano-anong hindi naman importante, mas okay na mag-save tayo for the future or kumuha ka ng investment kung kaya naman. But you have to make sure na matatapos mo, kakayanin mo at di ka mag-struggle, diba? Kasi mas okay na ready ka kaysa pumasok ka ng wala kang bala. Ayan, thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you so much.
So much. Ang saya.
Thank you. Ang saya nyo kausap
Oo.
kasi I love that you also just bought your
Oo,
property.
oo.
Yes.
Sobrang
Relate,
align.
Nung nakita ko to, na may guest tayong ganito, sobrang ako excited kasi ngayon, parehas kayong bumili ng property. Saka
Yeah.
iba yung usapan na
Oo.
at least ito talaga yung kausap mo professional, diba? So
Yeah.
thank you so much. At for sure,
Thank you
marami
also.
pang gustong may mga mag-inquire, magtanong sa'yo. Saan ka ba nila pwedeng i-follow or hanapin?
So I have my Instagram account. That's at She's That Broker. It's the same on Facebook. It's the same on YouTube. It's the same on TikTok. I post a lot of content about yun nga, home ownership, yung mga technicalities, mga technical terms na dapat yung malaman, mga kontrata na dapat yung mga kailangan malaman. Basically, yung hindi nyo mahanap online, I'm trying to put it on my content. Yeah.
Ayan. So, sana marami po kayong napulot na para-paraan ngayong araw. Once again, ako si MK of FH Moms.
At ako si Joric, your resident Rakitero.
At ako naman si Maiko, your reliable real estate broker in the Philippines.
See you next time sa Para-Paraan kung saan ang usapang pera ay hindi natin tinatakbuhan.
Bye, guys!
Trying to get ahead in your finances? Or just curious about practical ways to handle your money? Di bale, Para-Paraan with Salmon highlights those conversations. Para may baon kang mga para-paraan by the end of each episode. Kaya, don't miss out. Follow Para-Paraan with Salmon everywhere for more tips and content like this. Sabay-sabay nating hanapan ng para-paraan ang usapang finance. Kasama sina Joric, MK at ating guests. Mag-follow at subscribe sa aming YouTube, Spotify at iba pang socials para hindi mahuli sa susunod na episodes ng Para-Paraan with Salmon.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are for educational purposes only. They are not financial advice and do not necessarily reflect the views of Salmon Group Limited or its affiliates. Your financial circumstances are unique. Assess your own needs and risk tolerance. For personalized financial advice, consult a licensed professional. Any products or services mentioned are offered by licensed entities and are subject to the terms and conditions of Salmon Bank, Rural Bank, Incorporated. For any products and services mentioned that are not from Salmon Bank, Rural Bank, Incorporated, please verify legitimacy and current rates directly with their providers. All accounts and loans discussed are subject to the bank's Know Your Customer and due diligence processes. Loans carry obligations and are subject to approval, applicable interest, and fees. Borrow responsibly and only from lenders licensed by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Be cautious of unlicensed applications. Any mention of personal earnings are examples only, as there is no income guarantee. Success is dependent on individual effort.